for a year. And recently we broke up, and all of a sudden he's with this new girl, and I run into him, and he said it was because we live too far away. And I told the girl recently, she has nothing on me. She's this total thing and nothing. And I can prove to him that I'm the one for him.
Oh, wow.
I'm his true love.
Oh, gosh. Do you want him just because he got somebody else?
Yeah, I
Well, thank you for being honest. Well, the women on our show today are like this young lady here. They say that they still are totally hung up on their exes, as let's see, a couple of y'all have shown. And even though these women may be in a serious relationship now, or they might even be engaged to other guys, they still cannot close the deal with these guys, the ones that they say they love, until they have one more date with their ex to make sure that the relationship with that ex is really over. That is just complication. Oh my gosh, I wonder, do they ask the man, you know, like, can I sleep with him to make sure I want you? You know? I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. We followed these people as they went on those dates, and we're going to see all of the drama today. And trust me, you guys, this is like really, really drama on the Tyra Show today. Okay, with us now is Jamila, and she says that she has not been able to move on from her first love, Brian, even though he is now engaged to somebody else. Oh my God, there's a big Okay, so why one last night with this man? Why do you need it?
I mean, he's my first love. He was my everything at one point in time. He was my best friend, my partner, and I never really thought it was going to be over. So now that he has this new girl that he claims to love, I wanted to give it one more go before they made it serious.
Okay, but give it one more go, like he's engaged.
Yeah, that's what he says. Anyway, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm belittling the relationship a little bit. Well, I'm hearing that I'm belittling the relationship a little bit, but I don't think that I don't think he's gonna marry her.
You don't think he's gonna marry her?
No.
I understand that you still get butterflies when you think of him?
Yeah.
How long ago? Wait, how long did you meet him? How long ago?
We met when I was 16.
16, so high school, so it's been a while.
It's been a while.
And you still get butterflies for the boy that you met in high school?
Yeah. He's still hot.
Wow. Okay, so, why'd you guys break up then?
He was cheating.
And when did you guys break up? How old were you then?
Well, the last breakup was like maybe a year and a half ago.
Okay.
2 years ago.
So 2 years ago, so much after high school.
Yeah.
So he was cheating?
Yes, he was cheating. He liked the younger girls. I guess, I don't know why, but he liked the younger girls.
He liked the younger girls. So I understand that you think that you look better than his fiance?
I haven't really seen her. I took a glimpse at her, but like I said, I didn't really look at her. It was nothing to stop and stare at.
But do you feel that you are better?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I do.
We all feel that, right? Yeah, okay. So Jamila's ex, Brian, is here. Oh my gosh, let's meet Brian. Come on out, Brian. Okay, so what are the ladies thinking? Is he hot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Brian, you're just getting blown up, right? Your head is gonna be so big, we're gonna need another studio to fill it, to have it fit this room. Okay, so tell me what you loved about Jamila back in the day when you guys were together.
She was smart, intelligent, she stood out to me.
Okay.
And that was something that attracted me to her.
What happened? She says that you were cheating.
Well, that's not all true. You know, he say, she say will mess up a relationship.
Did you cheat?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, I did not
I ain't
cheat.
that much older than you.
Just letting it be known. No, I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. And
Okay.
it felt like the more that came on, the cheating and the homegirls telling this and that we got a little distant. So after we became distant, we broke up, tried to get back together, did that off and on thing, but just wasn't working out.
I understand that whenever you're with somebody new, Miss Jamila pops up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, that's what it seems like. And now that I'm engaged, it seems like she's going all out with it now.
Tell us about this woman that you're engaged to.
Oh, that's my heart right now.
What's her name?
Contessa.
Okay, so tell me about Contessa and what she means.
Well, we met at a bar. She sings and raps, does the open mic thing, and that's why I met her at. Ever since then, we really just exchanged numbers and kicked it off from there.
How do you feel about Jamila meeting Contessa? Jamila's very in love with you. Tell him, Jamila, how you feel.
He knows how I feel.
Tell him so we can hear.
Brian was my everything at one point in time. He knows he'll always be my first love. When you're married and with kids, you'll still be my first love. That won't change. But
Wow. How does it feel to hear that?
It's, I mean, I understand that, yeah, you was my first love too, but you told me to move on. Is that not what you told me?
No, I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall saying that.
Well, after 2-3 years, what, did you want me to wait?
I mean, like I told you, and you told me, we weren't going to get in serious relationships. We were going to separate and see what we can make happen. And then you got in a serious relationship, and I didn't even know about it.
So, Brian,
You didn't want that.
Brian, Contessa is here.
Yes, she is.
Yes. You guys are so like, oh my God. Ooh. And we're going to meet Contessa when we come back. I'm curious to see how Contessa feels about Jamila, because Contessa, Brian, she's your fiance, and Jamila's saying it doesn't matter what happens. And Brian and Jamila, remember we said, Jamila wants that last chance with Brian. She wants to prove to him that she's the one. And they went on a date. So we're gonna see that date, and we're gonna meet Contessa. We'll be right back. Up next, things heat up when X meets next.
I'm telling you,
No,
you
she
don't want to get wrong with
though.
me. Listen,
She don't
let
get
me
it.
tell you.
No, you don't want to get
Brian,
wrong with me,
Brian.
Jamila.
And later, a kiss of betrayal.
I can't believe she just kissed him like that. Oh, I just can't believe she did it.
She says that she's so obsessed with her ex-boyfriend Brian that she cannot move on until she has at least one more date with him. And it doesn't matter to Jamila that her ex, Brian, is actually engaged to another woman named Contessa. And Contessa is here with us today. So Jamila, you said you never really got a chance to really meet her, really see her. You ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, God, I'd be scared. Yeah, I'm ready. Whenever somebody's that calm, it's a little scary, right? Okay, come on out, Contessa. So Brian, how do you feel about these two women being on the couch right now? Both of them are very much in love with you.
It's fine. I mean, I just hope we could just settle this like adults, you know?
So, Contessa, you've been listening to Jamila saying it doesn't matter what happens. You can have babies, you guys can get married, but she still loves Brian so much. She'll always want him. There'll always be that connection, and she's not going to really acknowledge your marriage. How does that make you feel?
I feel like Jamila is very pathetic for that, because any woman that won't respect another woman, and the man, like, he's actually told her several times, I don't want to be with you. I'm with Tessa. I've moved on.
Well, tell me about Brian's mother. What happened with Brian's mother with Jamila trying to get back with Brian?
I don't know exactly what was said, but I do know that she went to his mom's house, and the conversation came up about them, you know, them trying to get back together or whatever. And even his mom explained it to her, like, if a man is not attracted to you like that and he's not giving you any kind of attention like that, just move on. Jamila is not an ugly person. She's pretty, right? She can get, you know, she can get a man. So just leave mine alone. Like, he's doing his part. So it gets to the point where it's between me and her, because it's disrespectful.
Well, it's time to see what, we're gonna see what happens on Brian and Jamila's date. Check this out.
Hey.
What's up?
Nothing, really. I'm here today to get my man back. I miss you. I don't want him to get married to this other girl who he thinks he loves. Are you gonna get married on me? For real?
That's my plans, man.
By the end of the day, he's gonna be taking that ring back to the pawn shop. I'm telling you that I want you and I don't want anybody else.
She wants me back because I found another lady.
I'm engaged. I'm finna move on to bigger and better things.
I don't understand why she gets the treatment that I put in all the work for.
I still care about her, but she shouldn't be in the way of me getting married.
How many times have we done this? We've done this multiple times.
She's doing right now, crying. How many times you think I done did it?
With all their past drama out of the way, things got a little cozier for Brian and Jamila.
I know we were fighting, but we had good times together. And I understand why she still has feelings for me.
I can see that we still have some kind of chemistry, some kind of spark there a little bit. It was friendly. I had fun, really. I like looking at him again. I remember our first kiss. I know you remember our first kiss. When she's gone, I'll be here. You can try to give it me then. We'll see how that works out.
When you get around somebody you used to have feelings for, it brings back those feelings.
I like the change that I've seen in you since she's been around. And
We're cool.
Brian's the guy that my first love, and he's the only guy that I've ever loved, and I'm not ready to let that go yet.
Okay, so Contessa, seeing them, you were smiling actually. You didn't look jealous or anything when I was watching you watch that.
It bothers me to see that because it's like her mind, she doesn't get it. Like she really doesn't think that he's moved on and that he can move on.
I didn't think that he moved on, considering he never even told me about you.
What you mean?
I found out about you through the grapevine.
So he's supposed to say, Jamila, you're that important that he's supposed to call you and say, Jamila, I have a new girl.
Considering the nature of our relationship, the history that we have had.
But obviously he's not the one worried about that.
We didn't end on bad terms. It's not like we broke up because we didn't like each other anymore. I broke up with him because he needed to grow up. That's what that was. So I was giving him space to grow up. I didn't, and he tells me I'm not going to get in a serious relationship. That's what he was telling me. I'm not making that up.
Right.
This is what he was telling me.
Was telling you, right? Was telling you.
He's telling me now that he's serious about you. Yes.
Okay.
So what happened on you guys' date? What happened on your date?
What happened?
You guys left in a cab. What happened?
Oh, nah,
Did anything?
nothing. I mean, it was really like a mutual thing. She just was on some, we left the park, all right, we was all right, everything's been settled, said and done, so let's go ahead and just keep things cool. We was trying to figure out what was going on from there. A cab ride really wasn't nothing. The cab ride was, she felt like what? You didn't want to be in New York City alone? And,
I am in New York by myself.
you know, and
That's
it was
the
just
type
a
of
mutual
stuff
thing.
He's been my, that's the type of stuff I've done. This is the first time I've seen him in a while.
So he said the cab ride.
Brian was the man who looked out for me at all times, at all costs. So when I'm in a foreign land, which New York is, I'm from Atlanta, he makes sure that I get to my hotel.
By your request, right?
I asked him.
Right.
Then when he declined at one point in time, and when I got in the car by myself, he said, "Nah, I'll ride with her."
Exactly.
I didn't
And
force
she
him. I didn't
takes that-
convince him.
So he took you to the hotel, and then what?
That's something you can't answer?
I said nothing.
Nothing? So what happened, Brian?
I went home, I came back home.
I know this, but I knew that she was gonna try to make it seem as if it was something other than
What did
it
you
is.
know?
It's desperate. Like
How am I desperate?
You have. Let me tell you something. You have text. You have called.
How
you
far
have
in between are there text messages?
Jamila,
This
he
man
shows
calls
me
telephone.
everything.
Okay, I have to
He
ask
shows
you
me
guys something, because one thing
everything.
I hate looking at is I hate two women fighting and a man just being in the middle saying nothing. And a lot of the times, the guy will say that the woman that wants him is crazy. He'll say, she's crazy, she's crazy. Are you crazy, Jamila? Or is he giving you something to make you feel this
that
love?
was never brought up through mine. You know, I never said that she was crazy. It was just a simple fact that I've told Jamila that I'm engaged. Me and Tessa are moving on. She pops up. But look, you know what I'm saying? It's
What, Jamila?
the situation is done, you know. I just wanted to...
I understand that.
Let him talk, please. Let him finish talking, please.
Right, because
Baby,
I'm telling you,
no,
you
she
don't want to
don't
get
get
wrong
it,
with me.
though.
Listen,
She don't
let
get
me
it.
tell you.
No, you don't want to get wrong with me, Jamila.
Brian,
Really?
you better get her.
What?
Chill out.
Are you serious?
Man, y'all.
Do you want me to prove to you why
is on
I know?
TV.
Yeah, prove to me. Prove to me. And I knew she got his. I know that. Like she
Brian
is
came
so
back to my
desperate.
hotel room.
Are you
What are you talking about?
serious?
He came.
Are
You
you
talking about?
serious?
Listen,
Okay,